How you doing, YouTube? Mountain Master Beer Reviews, back at the end of the review. A little bit of local guys trying to make good. It is Pocono Brewing Company's, it's their Pocono Rhubus, which is their raspberry IPA. It's a raspberry India Pale Ale, done and done. A little story in the back, we'll jump right into it. It says its name meaning wild raspberry in Latin, this IPA truly is wild by nature. It's infused with 3 hop additions and 80 gallons of tea bought locally from the Morgan Rake Coffee Roasters. Raspberry flavor teams the bitterness of the hops, making the Pocono Rhubus a versatile beer for a variety of taste buds. Local guys, not too far away from me. These actually come from the brewery. They ended up writing me and being like, hey man, look, throw some beers at you and see what you think. So thank you very much, fellas. It was, you know, it's okay. It's a bit too old school for my liking, let's put it that way. But yeah, they gave these to me a while ago, and I've been working. They only gave me 3 beers, but they got me right when I was moving. Literally, I was moving from northeastern Pennsylvania to Jersey, and this is almost dead center, right in the middle of both of those places. So they catch me right when I was moving, so I picked it up actually on one of my trips down there to my new spot, and I've been just trying to work through them. So apologies for the delay. What do we have here? 2 fingers. Big head on that sucker. Big hiss on the can opening too. Bit of overcarbonation maybe, could be. Just off-white in color, has that tinge of kind of raspberryness to it, just very slightly. And the same thing with the body. It's kind of like an old school colored saison, a bit more in your tannish kind of honey region with just a dollop, a slight drip of kind of raspberry coloration. So yeah, does she look like an IPA? Sure. Not typical, but let's see what the nose has. Yeah, it smells really floral, like really floral. It's like those kind of tea vibes going on in there. Really tannic, very kind of like a raspberry oolong kind of tea kind of thing going on here, as opposed to an IPA. You do get a bit of bitterness from it, and there's a raspberry sweetened jamminess to it too. Kind of odd to get in your IPAs, but I kind of dig it. So yeah, it definitely doesn't smell like your traditional IPA. You get those kind of tea, kind of tannic, herbally vibes, but then you get that kind of raspberry jamminess on top of it. Yeah, it smells like an English breakfast. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. The raspberry portion of the show is by far and away the biggest thing here, and it's nice. I like the way it kind of shows. Followed by the tea. It's definitely coming off like super tannic, and get stuck in a tea bag. That's what I'm talking about. If you want to know what that kind of profile is, it sounds kind of disgusting. Use the tea bag first. Drip it in some water. Don't suck on a dry one. You can do that if you want. But I'm very familiar with that smell. It's actually it's a way to stop bleeding. You know what I mean? With a lot of different things, and I used to use it in one of my professions kind of as an herbalistic kind of thing, so I know that taste all too well. So I'm getting in here. It's a bit bigger than I'd like it to be, but at the same time, it kind of works because that raspberry is so big. There's a nice dryness to it, a little bit of kind of malty, almost weediness, as opposed to just base pale malt. Yeah. It's interesting. It's fun. I wouldn't call it an IPA though. I'd call it more like a fruit beer. But it's fun. It's tasty. It's interesting. I think it's well made. I mean, this can has to be, you know, over a month old now, and it's holding up well. Does it viscerally turn me on? I don't think so. But at the same time, it's piquing my interest. It's making me kind of, you know, wonder or be interested in the kind of flavors that are coming out of it. Is that a matter of it's a really good beer, or if it's just a bunch of flavors I'm not used to in an IPA? Who knows? Actually, I do, but I can't verbalize it apparently. I like it. I dig it. It doesn't blow me away as far as a beer goes, but it's one of those beers, and I've talked about this with other beers before. It interests me. It makes me kind of, what's going on in here kind of thing going on, which in and of itself makes me like it, which makes me like a lot of beers. Some beers aren't my favorite style of beer, but at the same time, they make me kind of, you know, light bulb pop above my head, or just kind of stir that curiosity, and that in and of itself is a great thing. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Raspberry leading the way. You definitely get the tea vibes in there. Bittering hops, kind of old school, but that's kind of your tea work in there too. And nice mouthfeel, nothing too crazy, but it's definitely more fruit beer than IPA. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better IPAs I've had as of late? No. Is it one of the better fruit beers that I've had? Probably on the outside looking in, but at the same time a fun beer nonetheless. Value and availability, I actually don't remember. They were given to me, but they're brewery only at this point. Tannersville, which is in the heart of the Poconos. And leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like your jamminess in your beers, if you like fruit beers, because that's kind of where this one lands for me. It's almost like a hopped up fruit beer as opposed to a jammed up, kind of teed up kind of IPA. So if you like interesting beers like that, I've had a couple tea beers, which really piqued my interest over the years. So if you like those kind of beers, if you're into the kind of jammy thing with the kind of raspberry going on, it's definitely worth picking up. So there you go. Another review in the books down there if you want to talk about it. If you want to check me out doing the social media thing, type Massive Beers into the Google. If you want to check me out doing the podcasting thing, type Beer Massive into Google or favorite podcasting app. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a jammy little IPA right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.